Hey, welcome to another episode of Becoming a Powerhouse Brand. I'm so excited for today's episode. I was going to do this on Friday, but it was one of those days where life's stuff was happening and it was all just a bit chaotic. So, my last episode, I was talking about how I was going on a retreat. I'm obviously now back from that retreat, and I just wanted to give you a bit of a lowdown into what happened basically. I went on a beautiful business retreat in the Cotswolds on last week. It was Tuesday to Thursday, and it was the first retreat I've ever actually been on myself, and it was incredible. Like it was just one of those things that I needed to do for myself. So I've been away and left the kids before, um, for various things. Like going to see my mum, and I have actually gone when I was back in my wedding photography days. I did go on kind of a mini retreat, but it was a one night stay. This was 2 nights away, so it was the longest I've ever gone away from a work point of view, from the kids. And it was just what I needed. Like it was in exactly the right location for me. As a country girl, I feel my happiest when I am surrounded by nature. I love being by the sea or in the countryside. Like they're my two favorite places in the whole world. Like I love it. There's just something about the air. I just feel really at home and peaceful, and I can just get all my thoughts together. And I think it's why like city life just doesn't appeal to me because I find it quite overly stimulating. Like I get really I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I do like going to the city, but I need like a week to get over it, basically. I've actually got a couple of London events coming up over the next month, for Christmas events and things, and I'm so excited about them. But I know that I'm going to need to allow myself a week of like no peopling between them, just so that I can come back down to earth and reset, basically. So anyway, going back to the retreat, it was so beautiful. So there were 10 of us in the countryside. It was with another business coach that I've worked with, who is incredible, Nicole Louise online. If you want to go and check her out, she's amazing. And it was just time to really step away from the kind of everyday noise. Like as a busy mum, there's always stuff going on. There are always things to juggle. It's like whether it's doing the school run prep, like doing the school lunches, getting the kids to school, after school clubs, trying to juggle work, doing nursery pickup, like all of the day-to-day things, the washing, the dishwasher, like just daily stuff. So even when I have an incredible session with my mentor, or I've been on a masterclass, or I'm in a program, and I come off of a call with all these notes and feeling really fired up, but then it's usually straight into, oh, I need to go and do that dishwasher, or I better put a wash load on. There's the distractions there, isn't there? It's like life's. So to be in a place where I had the opportunity to have hot seat coaching sessions and just be surrounded by an entire room filled with entrepreneurs that all had very different businesses and hardly any of which relied on social media was actually the most refreshing thing I think I could possibly imagine. Um, because I have built my business up mainly from social media marketing. Like that's how I started my business in the first place. It's how I did all of my marketing. So when I meet people that don't really use social media, it's kind of alien to me, like that they actually get so much business from in-person connections and referrals and stuff. And I know they're so powerful and I do get those. But having built my business up literally from social media, to hear people that don't use it, I'm like, oh my God, like I can't imagine a life without social media. I would love it. Like it does really appeal to me. And as much as I love posting on social media, I don't do it from a personal thing. Like I don't hardly ever post personal stuff on my social media accounts anymore. It's kind of gone all like business related. So yeah, to be in the Cotswolds where I had one-to-one mentoring sessions in a group setting. It was like hot seating. So if you've never experienced hot seating is basically where you are on a group call or in an in-person thing. So you're basically a group of you, but each of you gets kind of a set amount of time in the hot seat where you get to work with that coach. So basically it's a one-on-one, but with other people there, if you see what I mean. So it's a really good way of, if you are a coach and you don't currently run hot seat sessions, they're a really powerful way of getting more people into your offer to support people, but in more of a group setting. So a lot of coaches will do it when they have group programs. I do it in my group programs. And it's just a really nice way because then other people in that program can support each other, but it also means you get access one-to-one with that coach. So we had those sessions. We also had a brand shoot, which was amazing, like the mini shoot. So I've got loads of different images. I kind of went in there without a plan because I already have so many brand shoot images and I'm already planning my next shoot for the spring with my photographer, Amanda. And I kind of went into this shoot with like I didn't really need anything out of it, but I knew I really wanted to get some outdoorsy shots of me just in nature because a lot of the shoots I have done in the past have been at location houses or kind of those like lovely roomy type backgrounds. I have had loads outside, but not like any recently, which actually, funny enough, is what I'm planning for in the spring. So there are going to be some outside shots there. But I was like, do you know what? I would really like some photos of me outside. So we got some photos outside in the fields. This venue was incredible. So it was a purpose-built like barn in the middle of the Cotswolds. We were kind of in a place in between Bristol and Gloucester. Um, and the venue was incredible. Like the floor to window ceilings, the huge high ceiling, the bathrooms, like everything was just amazing. It had a hot tub outside. The outside, you could just about make a road in the distance, but everywhere you looked, the whole way round, there was a farm next to it. And everything else was just fields. So you were just in this huge open space with the country air and the trees, and it was just beautiful. So to be in that kind of setting, to really reset, really recharge, have 2 nights away from the kind of everyday life, to connect with other incredible people and to focus on me and my business was just so amazing. It was amazing having one-to-one sessions or like hot seat sessions to be able to then come away and journal and reflect and actually take some action on those things instead of coming away and doing kind of an everyday life thing. So if you've never been on a retreat and you're listening to this, go on a retreat. Like this has literally been a game changer. I always knew I would love a retreat, but I was waiting for my youngest, who is now 3, to just be at the right age where I felt comfortable leaving him. Um, and next year, I am going to be going on a retreat in Portugal in September, which I'm very excited about. And I would really love to plan my own retreat, but I think that's probably going to be for 2026, just because my little boy will be at school when I start it. So I was going to do it in like October time, 2026. That is the plan. So if you are interested in that, do send me a message to let me know because I haven't decided if it's going to be a UK or abroad, but it's going to be a content creation retreat and it's going to be amazing. So I'm very, very excited. Anyway, going back to this retreat, it was just a really good opportunity for me to fully recharge, fully step into my power and just be fully present like as me and to really focus on my business and get excited about everything without the distractions. And yes, of course, I miss my family. Actually, I don't think I did. I wasn't away long enough. That's so bad, isn't it? No, of course I missed. I was very excited to get back, but 2 nights was just a really good amount of time. I think one night wouldn't have been enough, so the 2 nights was lovely. Um, and yeah, it was just really, really good. Had some incredible conversations. I'm going to be collabing with one of the ladies that was there, which is amazing. And it was just really good opportunity to get away and really recharge my batteries, reset, and come away feeling so fired up. I actually in my hot seat session, I was talking a lot about my group offer that I have, which I know I've talked about in a couple of episodes on my podcast, actually. If you haven't listened to them, make sure you go and check them out. Basically, my group session, sorry, my group offer didn't get the sign-ups like at all. And it was because there was a misalignment in my offer. And I think there still has continued to be a misalignment as a recovering perfectionist, I want things to be perfect. And I really, because I'm all about empowerment and I am genuinely so passionate about the transformation my clients have. Like for me, the most important thing is that my clients receive that transformation, that they get what it is that they want in terms of like getting those results, that they get those clients, that they feel at their most incredible, most powerful self and feel in full alignment as a personal brand. Like that's what I want all of my clients to experience. And there was something about my group offer that just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like I was speaking to the right people that I'd created the group program for. And it turns out it was a misalignment. And actually, what I realized from the retreat was it was the length of time. So to run a 12-month group offer with the intention that I have for this particular program, it's too long. As somebody that is very kind of flowing and energetic, like I go with what feels good. And I actually struggle to create 12-month strategies for myself because I can't think that far ahead because I change my ideas all the time. So actually, I always tend to create my strategy for the next quarter or even like just the next month at times. But I always plan like fairly short into the future because I like to have a broad idea of what it is that I'm planning for the future. But to go all in and create every single detail for a whole year, I find that really hard because of how like apparently it comes all back down to my human design. Um, so basically, hot seating about my group program, and it turns out that it's the length of time, and I'm currently working on shifting this group offer and making it 3 or 4 months. And it feels so much better and so much more in alignment. It's going to get much faster results and much quicker turnaround. There's always going to be the option to work with me on a longer basis, but I really wanted to get results quicker for my clients because I know from my clients that do work with me on a longer basis, they actually get their biggest results within the first 3 months. Like that is when the most transformation happens. And I don't ever want someone to think that with a 12-month group program, you're not going to get results until the end of the 12 months because that's just not the case at all. So I am all about creating the shorter term program. And then if you want the option of my support on a more of an ongoing basis, then absolutely you can do that. So I am in the process of updating it at the moment. It's actually a different program altogether. And it doesn't even have a name yet. And I'm not stressing over it. And I think this is something that I've also learned about myself is used to stress a lot over the finer details, over what the name is going to be, what the price is going to be, how long it's going to be, like what the content's going to be like, how frequently I'm going to do the calls, and all of this kind of thing. When actually, I want to help people build a personal brand. I want to help women step into their most powerful magnetic self. I want to help people to really shine their light, step into their power, and just share their magic with more people and create a bigger impact. Like that is what I want. That's the women that I want inside this program. These are not women that are staying small. They're not women that have small dreams. These are women that are born wealthy women. Like they were born for that rich lifestyle. They want to travel the world. They want to experience fine dining. They want to like book last minute holidays. They want that freedom to work from anywhere, to have the financial and the time freedom to do stuff with their family and basically experience life. Like that is who I am most aligned to. And it's really interesting because the session that we were doing over in this retreat was just completely, it was like an eye opener. And I think I needed this opportunity to step away from the kind of everyday life of lifing to really focus on my group offer and make it feel right. So I feel so good. I'm really, really, really happy that actually my group offer didn't sell when I launched it in September because it just would not have felt right. It wouldn't have felt in alignment. And I'm so excited for the group offer I'm currently building. I'm so excited because this is going to be an absolute game changer for the women that come into it. So it's going to be launching in January. I'm actually going to be opening doors next month to it. So I'm finalizing all the details over the next couple of weeks. I've got a couple of brand projects that I'm getting out for some clients that wanted to rebrand this side of the year. And I'm so excited because they're amazing. Like I've worked with some incredible women this year and it's just 2024 has just been the most insane year. Like the growth that I've had this year has been wild. Like when I think back to where I was this time last year, it's absolutely nuts. And it's really incredible because that's what my clients have been saying as well. Like I don't know what is happening, but I feel like I've been on this wild roller coaster where I've had so many things thrown at me. It has been such a like I've had the lowest of lows this year, but I've also had the highest of highs. Like it's been my best year in business. Like this quarter will have been my best like part of my business ever. And yet we've experienced so many lows over this last year, like nearly like having to say goodbye to my brother when we nearly lost him in the summer. Like I lost both my dogs within the last year, and it's just sorry, over a year ago now, but it was like within a year, and it was just there was so many traumatic events one after the other that there was just so much going on in my life personally that I couldn't see how I could possibly feel good about my business no matter how things were going because from a personal side it just wasn't feeling in alignment. Like things weren't going well, things weren't feeling good. And actually, things have started to shift in all areas of my life now that I've started to really step into my next level power. And this was why I started my personal brand this year, was because I wanted more. I really wanted to create a bigger impact in my industry. And I really wanted to empower other women to really shine their light and step into their magic, because we all thrive when we're supporting each other. Like I really believe that when we're actually supporting other people, like we all benefit from it. Like I have so much passion and like excitement about my business when I'm helping somebody else, when I'm helping somebody transform not only their business but their life, and I'm hearing the wins, and I'm hearing things like how they're literally they already know that their dream life is happening when even their partner is coming on board who perhaps wasn't before. Like that for me is the most rewarding thing. And it's just like this year has just been absolutely wild. I'm hoping for a calmer year for 2025, for like from a personal point of view, because I just feel like there's been so much growth this year. It's almost been like a little bit too much. But my business is just like 2025 is already set to be my biggest business year yet. And I can't wait for it. I'm so here for it. Like the fact that I'm even talking on a podcast when a few years ago I couldn't even talk on my stories. Like I was petrified. I was shaking. My palms were sweating. Like all of this stuff. Like there is no way in hell I would have even considered doing a podcast. I just wouldn't have had the confidence there. I would have thought to myself, no one's going to listen to it. Who wants to hear me? I talk really fast. I stumble over my words. Like I'd have to edit it to make it really perfect. Those of you listening to this, I don't even know what episode we're on now, but I have edited one episode, and that was the only reason for that is because the person I was interviewing had some interruptions during the call that I had to edit out. But every other episode is exactly as I recorded it. Like I don't edit them. I am here for building a really aligned, authentic brand. I'm not here for the perfect. I'm not here for the perfectly polished stuff. Like I'm here for the raw. I'm here for the stuff that lights me up. I'm here for the stuff that makes you feel your most empowered version of yourself. And like I'm just feeling friggin' amazing at the moment. But I just needed that retreat last week, and yeah, there's just so many shifts happening at the moment that I'm really, really excited about, and I cannot wait to be sharing more with you soon. I've got some amazing podcast episodes lined up. I am looking to interview some more people for February 2025. So if there is anybody who has built an incredible brand that you absolutely love, that you would love to hear on the podcast, do drop me a DM if you want to introduce me, like whatever, like however feels good to you. Or if there's someone that you follow that you would love to hear on here, to hear their journey, then absolutely let me know, because I would love to reach out to them. Um, and yeah, I'm just feeling like things are happening, things are shifting, and I'm so excited because every single time I invest in myself, every single time I do something to help me grow as a person and to help my business grow, it means that I can then pass that on to my clients to support them in an even bigger, better way. And I just think the growth that I've had, like for those of you that are listening to this that have been in my world since I started my brand agency in 2018, 2019, 2018, can't remember when it was now. Um, no, it was 2019. For those of you that have been around for that long, you know that when I started, I was speaking to product-based businesses. I was speaking to Etsy sellers. I was speaking to people that were startup, like hobbyists that wanted to turn their hobby into a business. Like I was going through the process of transitioning from my multi-award winning business into my new agency business, where I was supporting people that were product-based, that had no money, that like literally were so focused on their products were their business, not them. And now I'm speaking to incredible women. I'm surrounding myself with women that are building their seven-figure empires. Like it's absolutely nuts. And the thing is, it's not about the money. And so many people, when they don't have it, focus on the money. Because I was exactly the same. You focus on the amount of money you want to be making, and it's not about the money. It's about the impact you can create, the life that you can create, the experiences that you can have, and the feeling you get when you don't have that stress around finances, when you have that financial freedom, when you have the time freedom that you're not having to constantly deliver to your clients all the time, which I definitely didn't have in my first business. Like my first business, I had to be at home at my desk, assembling orders, working till crazy o'clock in the morning because there was an order that had to go out because the bride had to be posting her stationery out for the following week. Like there was a time thing. Like I had to be working at home. I had to be dedicating a huge amount of hours to creating and assembling orders and packing them up and taking them to be posted or to arrange for them to be collected. That in itself would take me a huge amount of time. To now, I'm going to Norway next month, and if I wanted to take on a client one-to-one call, I can do. Like I could literally work from anywhere. I could move anywhere. I could work while I'm out on a walk. Like I can literally work from anywhere in the world at any time that feels good to me, and I'm not having to stress about finances. Like that for me is what I want my clients to have. And I can now create that impact for my audience, and I'm helping other women to do exactly the same thing. Like this is what I was born to do. And I'm just feeling so lit up. And I think anyone listening to this now that perhaps in that position of you're constantly feeling like you're having to work and do stuff for other people and prioritize everyone else over your own priorities and not having time to dedicate to yourself each day, but you're ready to start doing that, then send me a message because maybe we can jump on a call and I can support you with that. I will put the link to booking a call with me in the show notes below. And just to wrap up, I am really excited because I am starting my 30-day sprint, which starts tomorrow. If you're listening to this on Sunday, it's now the 17th of November. I never record podcast episodes on a Sunday. It's really weird, but it just felt good today. So yeah, if you would like to join that, then do come along and join. It is completely free. I will again put the link in the show notes below. And this is for those of you that want to become magnetic. You want to step into your next level version of yourself. You want to build your personal brand and you want to learn how to do that in an aligned way. You want to boost your visibility. And if you want to be booking your dream clients within the next 30 days, then you definitely want to jump on this. If you're listening to this later on, like if it's December or onwards, and you would love to take part in this, it's still available to watch on the replay. So again, you can click the link below and it will automatically let you sign up and then you can get access to the full 30 days. But this 30-day series was put together to help you to become magnetic and book in those dream clients. I'm so excited to hear your wins. I'm so excited for you to become magnetic for your dream clients in 30 days. If you want to get the link elsewhere, then you can send me a DM on Instagram just saying scale and it will automatically send you the link. But I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Have an amazing week. And if you do come inside scale, I cannot wait to hear your wins. Do let me know how you get on with it all. And I'll be back for another episode of Becoming a Powerhouse Brand very soon. Take care. Speak to you soon. Mwah. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode. If you're ready to unlock the secrets of building your own personal brand, head over to my website, baileyandrue.com, where you can grab my free Brand Brilliance Blueprint today. It's your roadmap to success in the world of branding. And hey, let's stay connected beyond the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at baileyandrue for daily inspiration, behind the scenes insights, and exclusive content to fuel your brand journey. See you there.